Before we get into this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to receive more receive more videos from me, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I create more videos. Hello guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today's tutorial I'll be discussing about options in JDA 5 and how to use them. So in order to do that, we're going to just create a simple command. We're just going to create a simple command called yes or no. So just go into your slash command from the previous episode, just write option command, and extend slash command implement, not implement slash, and then just implement the method you need, and also include get options. And then for options, just leave it null. So in here we're just gonna do string yes or no equals event dot get option, and let's try option. That's what we're just gonna call it, and just call here slash option type, and just do here string. Nope, I've got it wrong. Option mapping. That's basically contains all the types of option you can get in this code. So if you go here and you have a look, there's this code. You can easily put option as an attachment string. That's basically just a file attachment, boolean, true or false, long is just a big number, int just in double, and you can also have mentionable, which is mention user, member is like doing slash get user info on the member. So in order to do that, it's yes or no, and then we're gonna do if string yes or no equals yes, and then you're gonna do event replied you said yes, have a great day, have a cookie, and here just write you said no, just write you don't want a cookie, and that's you can have that. We'll just leave that. So now we're going to do here, just write want a cookie, and just write here do you want a cookie, and just do that false, and options. This is the option. So list of and new option data, that's where you create, and the option type, that's the type of option you can have. So if you go here and look here, the sub command, well, I'll go over those in a later episode. We can have string, integer, boolean, user, channel, role, mentionable, number. Mentionable is mentioning a user, and just create option. And choices basically mean you can only choose one or two, yes or no. That's better. Say for example, you want to have it where you want to ask, do you want to ban someone for how many days, instead of having it where you can enter how many days you want. You can only have up to 28 options, but if you have like 1 2 2 3 4 5, means you can store that amount of value into a database, and they can't go past a number, meaning it gets less complicated because they might enter such a large number, meaning you have to check if that number is big or small. But that's beside the point. So if you do yes or no, and just replace the equal. Now if you run the bot, for the bot to load, it can take a couple of seconds. So now the bot's on, and you just want a cookie, you can see yes or no. So want a cookie, you said here's a cookie, and if you said no, want a cookie, no, it will just write you said no, you don't get a cookie. So we've done that. Now I've basically explained options. Also with options, you can also is required means you have to answer the option or not. Usually if the command depends on the option, you want to put that as true, else it means you don't have to do any resultant error. But apart from choices, you can also set autocomplete, it means it does it for you, and like you can choose, basically it checks past data. You can also max value, so if you don't have choices, the max value could be, which like if say for example you want to have you can only have like 20, only have 1 to 20, set the max value as 20, the minimum one is 1. So that really but for safe, yeah, and then but you don't really want to use it when you're having a choice that could create problems. So we've done that. So now we're gonna create a command called user info command, and this will basically use options. So user info command, and in here you want to implement command slash, and you want to implement everything you need. Also get options. Boom. What's that one? Yep, get options, and you want to do here user. Member. It has to be member. Member equals event.getOption.member. It can be null because if you want to get user info by yourself, option might get as member. What's it? Option mapping. Nope. Option mapping. Get as member, and I've got the wrong member. Sometimes it can give you the Java member. That's wrong when you actually got the JDA one. I also say member, self member. Not the self member. And you get member. This is need to distinguish. This is the member who you've mentioned. That's the option. Member is the one who's used the command. So this part can be null. So you want to make sure check for null. So we want to do say if member is not null. If member is not null, you want to deal with that. Else it'll be a self member. So you want to just create a method, and we're gonna use an embed builder. So I do generate send member info, and just use the same one here, and then just create a method called public void send member info, and that's going to contain a slash command interaction member. So you want to create an embed builder because new embed builder, and in here you're gonna just write member info and set title info for and then just get the tag, and let's say for example you want to get the time they join the server. So set add field. You can have the amount of fields you can have. I'm have to check that. You can only have a certain number of fields. So if you have look here, fields, or here field. It doesn't really tell you, but you can only have a certain number of fields. So add field here. Joined serve at. That'll be the time joined at, and also you can also just put the user ID. Add field user ID. User ID, member doesn't really have an ID, so it's different, but user ID is the overall ID, and then you just do embed builder, and then to reply you just do event dot reply embed builder dot build build. Reply was embed there. So now that should what else if member is not self member, else just reply no not a guild. Well, in order to make sure that doesn't happen, in specify guilds don't just say false, but this is true. Basically means it only appears in guilds, doesn't appear in DMs. User info description gets info. So what we're gonna do here, list of command new command data. Option data, and this is gonna be member. Option type dot member user member, and then that's the only one we're gonna need. So that's that. So now if we run the command, we should be able to get user info. Stop rerun. So now you should be able to get the user info. Alright, just remove that. You can't add choices to autocomplete option, that's fine. So now the bottom on. Just to go here, user info. There, that's an info. That's info for us, and user info. Let's take one of the bots I have on the server. That's info for that bot. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'll go over sub commands and also start with the moderation commands. But that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Hope you have a great time. Peace out.